And in Singapore, 16 individuals and organizations have been recognized at the annual President's Volunteerism and Philanthropy Awards. President Tharman Shanmugaratnam handed out the honors this evening. Recipients included supermarket chain Sheng Siong Group, local bank UOB, and Republic Polytechnic. And this year's edition saw a record 451 nominations, an increase of more than 50% from 2024. And for more, I'm now joined by two of the winners. Seah Kah Howe, who is director of Seah Kim Cheok Construction. He is the winner of the Small, Medium and Social Enterprise Organizations of Good category. And also joining us is Melissa Lim, president of the Brain Tumour Society Singapore, and she is the winner under the People of Good category. Kah Howe, Melissa, congratulations and also welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Now, Kah Howe, let's start with you first. Your company has been recognized for supporting migrant workers through literacy programs. So can you tell us what motivated you and your company to begin this journey?
Well, I'll say that as a builder, we work with migrant brothers every day. So we can see that our migrant brothers are very technically skilled. They can build buildings, they can build bridges, but sometimes they face problems at work whereby they can't communicate safely in English, and that affects their career progression or affects safety at site. So we joined this program called the Company of Good by National Volunteer and Philanthropy Centre, where they actually teach you as a company, can you create both social impact and business impact? So it challenged us to think, could we create a digital literacy program for migrant brothers that's online, allowing them to learn English in Tamil, in Burmese, in Bengali, anytime, anywhere that you want, so that they can actually finish a whole curriculum and have a chance of a better career. And so far I've seen that the results actually do work, and they can communicate better at work and also have better safety.
Can you tell us more about the Grow Studio app? That's a learning app for migrant workers that you started. How does it actually help them communicate better, and what kind of results, as you mentioned, have you seen?
Well, actually for the Grow Studio program, it is a mobile app that's available on Apple and on Android. So we could actually download it easily online, and you can use it in different language interface. It could be Tamil, it could be Mandarin, it could be Burmese. So you can also attend the lessons online in those languages. So our migrant brothers who attend the lessons, they can actually finish a whole curriculum and also do quizzes online to see how well they have improved in their English. And through completing that whole program, they will actually be able to communicate better. So that was the results that we saw, whereby we can see that when they first join the program, they're not able to really communicate who they are or certain things that they wish to in English. But after finishing it, we can see that they can communicate much better, and they can even describe their work also.
Very tangible results there. Right. That's also very accessible for our migrant worker brothers. Right. Now, Melissa, let's turn to you. You were once a caregiver first to your late mother who had a brain tumor, and then you are a survivor yourself. Can you tell us more about your journey and how your personal experiences has actually shaped the formation of BTSS?
As a former caregiver as well as a patient with brain tumor, I really understand firsthand how tough it is to have brain tumor and to fight brain cancer. So I understand the isolation and the hopelessness when told the diagnosis is incurable, and also the struggle and the grief. And I just want to do my best to help anyone else who's on this journey in some little way that I can, be it sharing my knowledge, sharing my experience. And that led to the formation of BTSS, and our mission is really to connect families that are isolated by brain tumors so that they have a community that will befriend each other so that they need not walk alone on this journey. And also to enable them to make informed decisions. We have educational resources, and finally to empower them so that when they survive the condition, they would be able to help others on the same journey.
And you've made quite an impact. It's about 300 families the Brain Tumour Society Singapore is serving. Do you have any examples of families that have come forward really needing support and help at one point? And how have they benefited from some of the resources that you provided, along with moral and emotional support as well?
I just have too many, but I would share. There is a particular single lady, and she was the sole breadwinner of her family. And unfortunately, she was stricken with brain cancer. And it was a type that was extremely aggressive. and there was not going to be a cure. So she had to be moved out from her own home because she has two brothers with special needs as well as an aged mom, and they couldn't take care of her. And she had to leave it to social services to take care of her family, while we in BTSS took care of her. We became her family. We visited her, we encouraged her. We even made her last wish happen for her mother and herself, a visit to the Gardens by the Bay. It was extremely meaningful. Yes, and we have similar stories like that too.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. I think a lot of people forget that the caregivers themselves need a support system as well. Now, Kah Howe, I want to bring you in here. So what kind of transformation have you seen, not just with your workers, but also have you seen your company culture shift after you've implemented these activities and initiatives?
I think in terms of company culture, we tend to engage our project managers, our project executive to help our migrant brothers to use an app and to learn English. So we actually build a closer relationship between them, whereby they realize that, even though our migrant brothers are very technically skilled, they still need help with certain digital literacy. So it actually builds a stronger bond between them when they help each other, and through that they actually do the work much better with teamwork.
And Melissa, in your case, you advocate for a lot more awareness and also a lot more acceptance for brain tumor caregivers, also the patients, right? How are you changing these narratives, and is there anything the public can do to give more support to those who are in this situation?
Yeah. There are just too many things that I'm advocating for the brain tumor community. And I think that we have more or less established a community. And right now, what really pains me is the fact that brain cancer remains incurable. My mom died of glioblastoma multiforme more than 20 years ago. And until today, there are still people who are dying because there are no cure for this. And of late, there have been some exciting developments. And my wish is really to make these kinds of treatments accessible to Singapore and also affordable. Currently, some of these drugs can cost $30,000 a month. And so that is something that I really wish to advocate for. In addition to integration issues of people who survive brain cancer or brain tumors, they may not be as before. So they need a lot of encouragement and support to blend in with the rest of the community, to feel that they too have what it takes to contribute.
So it's really about having support for a variety of people and everyone coming together to render that support as well. Now, before we go, Kah Howe, can you just tell us what you're excited about going forward? Are there new plans, new initiatives to expand the current activities?
I think what we learned from Grow Studio was that actually having a digital platform for volunteerism, for learning, is quite effective. So recently we actually used the same principle to do a program called Dear Studio, where elderlies actually teach dialect to younger communities via the app. So it's the very same concept. So we're trying to explore how else we can use digital platforms to engage not just elderlies, migrant brothers, but also different communities.
We look forward to seeing more from both of you as well. And once again, congratulations on your awards. I've been speaking with Seah Kah Howe, who is director of Seah Kim Cheok Construction, as well as Melissa Lim, who is president of the Brain Tumour Society Singapore.